Hey.
Can I just get your temperature? And I love the shirt. I volunteered
Sure.
after Irma up there with reef relief.
Oh, yeah.
That was a big cleanup. 98,000 pounds or something.
Wow.
We
Yeah.
did that. Yeah.
So how's it been going?
This is my first day back since March 16th, so
Wow.
far so good.
Good. Welcome back.
Thanks.
I see trees of green, red roses, and I see you for me, and I tonight. Oh, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue, and clouds of white. Listen to the dance, and I tonight. Oh, what a wonderful world. Colors of the rainbow, blue in the sky.
Well, hello everybody. Sorry, I was wearing my mask, walking through Schooner Wharf. So as you can see, and as you have heard, we are back open. So Ki-Uwest has been open since June 1st. So this is our kind of a second full day because we figured, you know, June 1st, it takes a while for people to get down here. And so June 1st was still pretty much the same as it has been all the time. And then yesterday and today things got very slowly a little bit busier. So I'm going to take you guys around Old Town for a little walk so you can see. I do have my mask ready. Of course, if you want to go into an establishment, you have to wear a mask. And we just got word today that Ki-Uwest is going to follow the overall state of Florida guidelines on reopening the bars this coming Friday. So as you might know, right now, although we've just started the stream at Schooner Wharf is open because it is also a restaurant / bar. So whatever is considered a plain bar is still closed and opening this Friday. So Ki-Uwest has made the decision to follow the overall guidelines for Florida. The rest of Monroe County has not confirmed yet. So we don't know what it's going to be like for the other keys, simply because Miami and Broward, the two counties right next to us with a very large amount of coronavirus cases, they have kept everything closed. So of course there's a discussion going on if you want to kind of encourage bar goers that haven't been out for like 2 months. So we'll see. But at this point, it looks like Ki-Uwest is going to open the bars this Friday. So of course, that is going to be another live stream. I'll take you guys downtown on Friday night. Today, unfortunately, in terms of sunset, we're actually really lucky that this stream is happening at all. It wasn't really clear until pretty much last minute because it has been raining like crazy this morning till mid-afternoon. And a lot of places have made some changes. Here, the Conch Republic Seafood Company has created this outdoor space where people can sit and dine. So staying away from each other. So of course the inside areas are limited to 50% capacity, while the outside areas I think can slowly open, at least starting Friday at 100%. So I want to welcome all of you back to Ki-Uwest. Thanks for tuning in. Hello, Bad Boy and Susan and John and Annie and Shane and Kelly Racer and Richard and Guess It Up and Larry. Hey, Sandy and Ryan. Hey, Chris and Marie and Mary. We have Marie and Mary. Hello, Angel. Hey, Mike. So I hope everybody of you is doing good. I know some of you are having a tough time. I'm not sure if Joe is watching, but we're thinking of you. I know Ryan is having a tough time too, so guys, we are thinking of you. Sending you lots of positive vibes. And so you can see the Marina Walk is way busier than it used to be. So again, this is only like the second full day of the quays being opened again. Of course, you kind of can tell by the number of golf carts in the streets. Traffic has increased slightly. So here a lot of places are actually here the boathouse is getting ready to move. Those guys are going to move to the Turtle Crawls location on the other side of the marina. Looks like A&B Lobster House over here is kind of busy. So lots of the places have taken the time to redo and restore and clean and fix things. No news on these guys, by the way. Hey. And so far I must say that most of the people that have come to town are respecting the local guidelines, which are, you know, face coverings whenever you go inside a place, out of respect for those who are open. So when the bars are going to open on Friday, if I understood that correctly, there are going to be some changes though. So you cannot just walk up to the bar and order with the bartender, who otherwise would be kind of exposed to like a whole bunch of different people in a very short time. So the bars are requested to put up tables so that they can have table service. A little bit what we have seen at the Sunset Pier. So if you have been with us in our previous streams, Sunset Pier is pretty much the prime example of what the bars and restaurants have been doing. So they switched everything to table service. Well, they pretty much had a lot of tables to begin with. And plus they were outdoors, so, and they were considered a restaurant, so they have been doing quite a good job. So that's kind of what they're asking for the other bars to do. At this point, we don't have a confirmation if which bars are actually going to open on Friday. This is why we are going to go on a little tour on Friday night. Hopefully we'll have a little bit more of a sunset than tonight. So here are the hotels. Back open at 50% capacity. There you can see it has been raining, so this time it is rainwater here in Front Street. So yeah, John, by the way, it was raining so much we almost could have done a booze cruise in the streets. Apparently there was a lot of water on the on Eaton Street and White Street in that area. They call it the Eaton and White Lake. We went there a little bit later, and then when we filmed, most of the water was already gone though, so it wasn't that spectacular. Several retail stores open as well. So we'll keep you guys updated if, for example, Captain Tony's is going to open on Friday, given that the restriction on table service. I guess they would have enough table to spread out, so that should be fine. Some other places said it's not going to make much sense for them. I think Hog's Breath is one of those. So we will see. Sloppy Joe's is definitely going to stay closed at this point. Probably waiting to see, how many people we actually have coming to town. So we are going to head over to Mallory Square just to have a look, but then again, nobody's really coming out for a sunset celebration tonight. Of course, the sunset celebration as such isn't happening just yet. We don't have the artists performing there that draw a crowd. So it's just to go and watch the sunset, and then obviously this isn't really happening today. It's been a solid gray all day, including a very dark gray this morning. Thank you so much, Cali Racer. I see the bot is not triggering our little animations. So I also wanted to give you a quick update from our porch session yesterday. So if you have been with us yesterday, our porch sessions, for those who don't know, our porch sessions are our music sessions, currently happening on our porch in Bahama Village 3 times a week. So yesterday was a special stream with all the tips and donations from you guys going to our Bahama Village music program that is taking care of the children in our minority neighborhood of Bahama Village, giving them music lessons, free music lessons, and lots of activities all surrounding music. And I wanted to let you know that the total in tips and donation that we are going to be able to hand over to Bahama Village Music Program has been, well, just from the stream, has been $235. So guys, you really rock. Thank you so much. And of course, we are going to add a little bit too, and then hand over the donation to those guys. And they have several events throughout the year, so we'll see if we might be streaming some of those. It's really cute. And some are actually already amazing musicians. So yes, here we have the hotels. Not all of them are open. I know that some of the smaller Airbnbs and guest houses, bed and breakfasts, are not Airbnbs, bed and breakfasts are still closed because at 50%, you know, if you only have like 7 rooms, you can basically only occupy 3. And then it also depends if you have the facility to kind of, you know, avoid a buffet breakfast, etc. So of course tonight Sunset Pier here isn't very representative because there is no sunset. So I thought, you know, it might give you a visual comparison versus our previous streams in terms of, you know, how many people there are. But again, you know, you're not really coming here to Sunset Pier if there is no sunset. But we are going to check if the link between Sunset Pier and Mallory Square to the left is open. So yes, the connection over to Mallory Square is close, so we're gonna take the long way. And of course the bar is still closed because everything is table service. Because that was a bottleneck when they first opened. They were trying to do, you know, you being able to pick up the drinks at the bar, and it kind of created some issues.
Come have a drink with them. If we're lucky, maybe Tommy will come and do another song with us in a little bit. Cool, awesome. Thanks, Tommy. He says he will. He said he would be happy to come up and play some.
So here we are. If you're just joining us, welcome to Ki-West. We are open with certain restrictions, but we are open. We're just missing the sunset. Tonight, at least. All the tours are operating, so if you want to go out to the reef and snorkel or fish, I think even the bigger tours like Fury are open again. I do recommend that you check with them what the limitations are, for example, in terms of like rented materials and etc. So guys, this is our first walk around here in Key West since the island opened. We opened on Monday, so the first tourists were coming in later that day. As you can see, we do have more people than what we've been used to over the last streams, over the last weeks, but it's been like 10 weeks. So thanks for everybody who has been with us when it first started. So during every stream, something else was closed, and now it's like at every stream, something more is going to be open. So. And you can tell that we definitely have more tourists in town because the locals would come to the sunset by bike. So we did a very last sunset stream on Sunday night, which was the last night, which was locals only. And we actually were riding around Monroe Square on a bike. Well, trike, technically. That was kind of fun, but again, Monroe Square is going to be quiet today, just simply because it's an empty square with no sunset. Those guys are happy. So here, El Maison de Pepe is open again. Those are tiny ones. Exactly, Sandy, the food sources are back. So yes, these guys are happy. They're no longer waiting up in the trees to see if somebody's dropping some food.
Que no juzga, que sueña, que sufre y perdona un amor de verdad.
So of course now the chickens are kind of all hanging out around El Maison de Pepe. But soon they're gonna be able to spread out across Monroe Square when the popcorn guys are back. So no word on the sunset celebration, when that is going to happen. Unless they can come up with a system where people aren't like totally crowded around the artists. So no word on that. As you can see, nobody's here with a bike. But there is a guy who is not giving up. He is still fishing. So we had that during the last weeks where, you know, Monroe Square just turned into this quiet little quaint place where you could watch the sunset. And so people would bike down here, take their kids and pets, and some of them came here and then they would come and fish. So this is what this guy is doing, as he's trying to keep going as long as he can. So I'm pretty sure for here right now you do have a well, not even gonna say a crowd because we don't really have a crowd. It's a mix of locals. I would say some of the locals are still gonna be here for the next couple of days because the island isn't terribly busy. Plus, they knew that nobody's gonna be here for sunset tonight because, well, as you can see, kind of hard to have a sunset without the main performer. But you can tell that it is less locals than usual because you don't see any bikes. But again, it's kind of difficult to tell because, I mean, it's not really worth riding all the way to Mallory Square on your bike tonight. So no sunset, but we will continue our walk because now we don't have to time it with the sun. So I think it is time to go and check out Duval Street. Leaving the best for last. So no words on the cruise ships. I think the whole cruise ship industry is kind of deciding what they are going to do. There are a lot of voices here in Ki-West that would love to see some restrictions on the cruise ship. So over the years, you know, it went from having a cruise ship pretty much every other day to, well, 3 cruise ships a day in high season. And we're talking about like giant cruise ships. So I think the overall experience for everybody on the island kind of is a little bit different when you have thousands of people that are here for a couple of hours and kind of do the same things. So plus ecologically speaking, I mean, the waters are just crystal clear right now. So there are a lot of voices that would like to see, you know, if there was any way we could monitor those cruise ships a little bit, maybe, you know, make sure we have some of the smaller boats coming in rather than the giant ones. Plus the big ones, you know, with all the getting the passengers off and back on board, it kind of only leaves them a couple of hours on the island. Because it's kind of a lot of logistics to get everybody back on board, make sure everybody's there. So we see them sometimes, you know, start running at 3 or 4 p.m. to get back to their ship. So we'll see where it goes, but there are voices that are talking about seeing if there's anything that can be done to make it a better experience for everybody when it comes to cruise ships. But again, I think at this point it's the whole cruise ship industry that has to kind of revise a little bit what they are doing and how they are doing it. So no word on that, no word on the cruise ship, but again, that is not linked to Ki-West as such. So after Friday, pretty much the only places that would then still be closed would be the places that choose to not open right now, just because some consider it as being too risky. A lot of places wouldn't have the correct space to do so, to space out people. And then there are this, you know, places where it would be risky for the actual staff. So guys, I will have to change the title of the stream because it is a sunset walk in the sense that we are walking around sunset time. But it is really gray here. We're lucky that it's not raining. It's been raining like crazy this morning, lots of storms and a lot of rain coming down. So we're still doing a walk around sunset time. We just don't have a sunset. But that's okay. I'm going to take you guys over to Duval Street now. The all brand newly repaved Duval Street. Well, this is Greene Street. It looks like they still haven't gotten around to painting in the parking spaces. But we do have crosswalks now on Greene Street. I think they have been there before. They were just really washed out. So Captain Tony's, this might be the last time that we see it closed. We haven't had an official confirmation that they are opening Friday when the bars are allowed to reopen, but I'm pretty sure they will. Pretty sure the Tiki House here is absolutely ready. No words here on Amigos. Amigos is a restaurant. Restaurants currently are operating at 50% capacity, and they actually mainly have a bar space right here, and bar spaces are not exactly the right way on how you can space out people. So Amigos is still closed. Pretty sure Sloppy Joe's is not going to open on Friday because they rely more on a tourist crowd. I'm sure the green room here, they are cleaning up their outdoor patio and rooftop garden. I can see lights and I saw somebody clean up the place earlier, so I'm pretty sure they are going to open on Friday. And I wanted to show you one of the bars that is already open, but not really operating as a bar. So I'm gonna take you guys to a walk-through bar. So again, the places that are currently open and serving drinks have to serve food at the same time. The actual bars are going to open on Friday, as I just mentioned. So we are going to do another walk on Friday, probably around the same time. When there is a sunset, the light is just really beautiful around this time of the day. So tonight is not a good example. But hey, we're still in Ki-West. Still get to share the views with you. So these guys have come up with a really interesting concept here, tattoos and scars. So again, they're not open or operating as a sit-down bar, but they have a pretty cool concept. Hang on, I'm just gonna mask up because those are the rules. So this is the entrance. So we do have a walk-through space here. You can order your drinks at the bar. Lots and lots of space at the bar to order your drink. Hey, I haven't been in a bar for a long time. And then you can get out here on the exit only side. Again, this is only going to last a couple of days because starting Friday, you will have to stay inside or sit down out here. So that is Tattoos and Scars here on the corner of Greene Street and N Street. Just one block off of Duval Street. Thai restaurant across the street opening. So from this side you can see the upstairs area of the green room. So getting ready to open. Thank you so much, Chris, for the super chat. Thank you so much for supporting our channel. Yeah, those sandbags are more for the rain that we had this morning. See if we can, if there is anything on social media we can repost on our Facebook page. If you want to have a little bit more insight or stay in touch, you can check out our Facebook page, same name, Right on the Rock. So we post some Ki-West information there and pictures from time to time. So the sandal factory outlet is not going to reopen from what I have heard. It's only been there for, I don't know, maybe 4 months or something. It's been a bar ever since the Lazy Gecko closed, and it became 2 other bars, and then it became a sandal shop. And I know what Richard is gonna say. So while I cannot go inside and order a drink because I am carrying the gimbal, I'm carrying a control phone, and I am trying to put on a mask, I will very willingly go inside and give you guys a little glimpse of Irish Kevin's. Irish Kevin's has been open for a while because they serve food. So hang on a second, let me just put on my mask. Is it okay if I just go for a walk?
No, no, sorry.
Okay. They're not letting me in. Let's do it another time, guys. Again, we'll be back on Friday. They had a whole bunch of people just walking in. So Richard, you see, I tried. But they were pretty busy, so I'm pretty sure they are pretty much at their limit here. So Rick's has repainted the floor, not open yet. The pizza place right there is open though. And you know the story of the loose cannon, which has been the gas monkey and something else before. This is probably the location that has had the most names ever since I moved here. So they are not going to reopen. So the Bull over here, likely to open on a Friday too. We'll see. Again, we will do a walk around here on Friday, of course, double checking which bars have opened. so that you guys stay on top of all the latest news here in Ki-West. All the important information, which bars are open. So you see, this is definitely busier than it has been in the last weeks. And I am pretty positive that those are tourists, because, you know, once the tourists are in town, the locals don't necessarily tend to come to Old Town at night. I guess we all have our favorite hangout spots a little bit outside of the center. Well, Mary, actually, somebody here has invented a mask with a straw hole in it. I don't know if you have been with us doing that stream, but Fritas here, who has been doing, well, Fritas Cuban Burger Cafe, has a very, very creative person who runs the place. She's the owner, and she has been coming up with all kinds of crazy masks. And I'm pretty sure you have seen my yellow chicken mask with a straw hole in it. It had actually a plug in it, so you can open it and then you can use your straw and then re-plug it if you don't use a straw. She has done light up masks where you can put in those glow sticks. And she is currently doing exclusive one human family masks and for our porch session tomorrow. So you might want to mark that if you want a little piece of Ki-West, an exclusive piece of Ki-West that you can only find at Fritas. And by the way, it has been approved by the creator of the One Human Family motto, JT. So I am going to pick up 2 of those masks tomorrow for you guys, and we are going to do a giveaway during tomorrow's porch session. So I'll give you more details on how this works tomorrow. Our porch session tomorrow is going to be from 5 till 7. The good thing is on the porch, even if it rains, we can still go ahead and do that porch session. So join us tomorrow for a music stream where you can make song requests, and we will have a little giveaway of One Human Family masks. Made with love right here in Ki-West and approved by the official creator of the One Human Family motto. So stay tuned for that. And don't forget, we have our next walkthrough session on Friday, the day the bars open again in Ki-West. So tomorrow's stream going to be 5 till 7. And of course the sunset stream is going to be around sunset time. Same time as today, starting around 7:15ish, Ki-West time. So it's nice to see those people back in town. It looks like those who made it all the way here, they are not going to be very lucky with the weather. It's supposed to rain over the next days. This morning has been pretty bad, which is probably why everybody is coming out now. Smells delicious. The smell of popcorn hasn't been around for a long time. We normally get it the store here and then on Mallory Square. So of course this is more the quieter end of Duval Street. And the best thing walking this way is I wanted to show you the renovated old Strand building, which used to be an old theater, and it has a Walgreens in there, and it started to crumble a little bit, so some of the ladders were missing. So I think it became an All-Greens at some point, and they just did a beautiful renovation on it. It's a little bit bright, very colorful. Of course, these guys have been open the whole time. So Margaritaville has been here doing special meals for the locals. By the way, guys, this is the official motto that all the businesses have been given by the city of Ki-West, which is no shirt, no shoes, no mask, no entry. They've been handing this out to all the businesses, so the restaurants and the retail stores, to make sure all those workers are going to be safe. Again, the two counties right next to Monroe County have had more cases than we have inhabitants here in Ki-West. So many people here were a little nervous. I think the city is doing a really good job at, trying to make it as safe as possible. We have a lot of restaurants here that are allowed to have the tables outside. Over here, WOTR, not open yet. Looks like they have redone a part of it. I see some areas that don't have any dollars hanging there, but it looks like they have been cleaning up and fixing up things a little bit over the last day, so I bet they might be on the list for an opening on Friday. And this is the renovated Strand building with the lights on. We've been here a couple of times during the day, but it's kind of difficult to see in all its glory and all the colors. So no, the no WOTR seems to have the money still up there. The only area that doesn't have one is that back wall there that looks brand new, so they redid that wall. But I can confirm, Cali Racer, that the dollars are all here. Looks like they're fixing up the stage area. Hawk's Breath has done a lot of renovations too. Trying to remember what they said they did. They did quite some improvements on the general structure. But Hawk's Breath might not be on the list for a Friday opening. We'll keep your guys updated. Trying to move further away from the Strand building so I can actually get like a whole shot of it. There you go. So David is asking how you eat and drink with mask on. No, the way it works is that when you walk into a business, whether it's a retail store or a restaurant, is that, whenever you're in contact with the person who's going to seat you, etc., you're supposed to wear your mask. And then the tables are, 6 feet apart. And then, so once you're seated, you're okay to take off your mask because you are 6 feet apart from others, and your server is going to be wearing a mask. So that's kind of how it works. Obviously, nobody forces you to eat with a mask on, but many businesses all the businesses require you to wear one when you walk in. We even had one where you were supposed to wear your mask while you're not eating, which was one of the first ones that opened, I think. We kind of went there for takeout and then decided to sit down. And this is what made the opening of the bar so complicated because, well, first of all, the spaces are smaller. If you sit at bar tops, you know, you kind of walk in there. I mean, you know, are you gonna like place your order with the bartender without a mask on? I mean, it's kind of not really fair for the bartender. So that is why it took a little while to kind of figure out how to open the bars, and that's why they are going to open on Friday, aligned with the rest of Florida, but no word yet for the rest of Monroe County. So I'm gonna show you guys one last bar that is closed and hopefully open on Friday. So we are on Southern Street. So by the way, guys, if you want some really cool and innovative masks, this is the place to come. If you're coming to Ki-West anytime soon and you're still supposed to wear a mask, this is where you get the coolest ones. Hey! This is where I'm going to get your One Human Family masks tomorrow for our live stream. Hey, Frida! Hello! Hello! Hello, girl! So guys, porch session tomorrow, 5 till 7. See, in the side street it is much quieter than on Duval Street. So yes, porch session tomorrow, 5 till 7. Grab a drink, join us on the porch, rain or shine. Make your song requests. And we'll be giving away 2 exclusive One Human Family face masks. And another walk through Old Town Ki-West on Friday at 7 Ki-West time. Hopefully we'll have a little bit more of a sunset. So tonight, sorry guys, it has been pretty gray. It's turning like a tiny little bit purplish here now, but nope, not really a very glorious sunset tonight. But this way we were able to get a more in-depth look at Duval Street almost after dark. And again, we'll be back on Friday with more information on what is going on downtown. Over here, the Courthouse Deli has been great supporting the local community, just like Fritas. During over the last weeks, they have been giving out free ice cream to everybody under 12 every single day. So lots of happy kids, probably lots of sad kids now that June 1st has come. No more free ice cream for the kids. Maybe they'll bring it back in summertime. So guys, here the Green Parrot Bar. You don't really see this one closed very often. We have recently seen it tented when they were treating it for termites. Lots of the old buildings here need to be tented from time to time. And this was the perfect time, just like redoing Duval Street. So I'm gonna leave you guys with the view of the closed Green Parrot. And let's check and cross our fingers it's gonna be open on Friday. Guys, have a great night. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hope to see you guys tomorrow on the porch. Stay safe, everybody.